Hello, my name is Grant, and today I'll be explaining the four dominant theories, ethical theories. Sorry, I'm blinking. Um, but I'll be explaining one because I got assigned Kantianism, so I'll be explaining that today. So I think the first rule Kant said was only do things you can rationally endorse. Um, People doing it in the similar circumstances. I might be butchering that, but it's something like that, kind of. So what that basically means is like if you can't rationally think of everybody, like say if I do a thing right and I litter or cut a tree or something, if I can't rationally think of everybody cutting down trees, then I shouldn't do it. And like I like the reference that Professor Matt said in the video and his kid. Um, they both kind of said the same thing. Like one said if they threw the paddle off and everybody threw the paddle off, or they threw a water bottle and littered on the lake. If they can't rationally think of everybody doing that, then they shouldn't be doing that at all. And then the second rule is treat people with respect, not merely as tools. I feel like that's a thing we kind of like do wrong in our society, kind of, because some people treat other human beings that have reasoning and that actually think and that help with the economy. They use them as tools, which we shouldn't be using humans as tools. We should be using actual tools because, like, say if we use a hammer to help us in something, right? That hammer doesn't have any thinking, logical reasoning, or can't think for themselves. So that's okay, but we can't use humans as tools because it's kind of messed up, and we have to treat people with respect always. I like the what the reading said is like they said respect is not just like respect, it's helping the person out if they need help or looking out for them. I like the job analogy that they did. Like, if you're hiring somebody, like, first explain what the job is and make sure the job is not just like you don't do anything. Make sure the job is like kind of interesting, kind of, and preface what they're gonna do in the job and help them out if they need any help with the job or anything like that for like a boss. And then a moral issue I would tie it to is abortion, because if we can't rationally think of everybody, like every person in the future getting aborted, like we would have no people out in this world today. So that's kind of I wouldn't say I wouldn't disagree or agree with abortion. My stance on that is neutral, but I'm just saying if everybody got aborted from now on, there would be no human beings left, and animals will rule the world again. So that's something I can't rationally think of everybody else in the future getting aborted, right? And then um, a moral a moral issue I have with myself is if I'm I'm kind of separated from the church right now. I kind of face it. So like if I can't, so since I'm separated to the church and I can't rationally think of my pastor getting separated from the church or my family members getting separated from the church or everybody getting separated from the church. If everybody got separated from the church, then there would be no church. So how could I rationally think that, right? That's something I can kind of tie it into. It's something I struggle with, if I'm being honest, but I don't go to church every Sunday. But I'm saying, like, if I can't if I can't think of nobody going to church on Sunday, what's the point of even having a church, right? So that's kind of a moral issue I can tie it to. Thank you.